All right, in this video, we're going to look at inverse trig, solving for missing angles. To find a missing angle, we use trig buttons. And the trig buttons would be sine, cosine, or tangent. Remember, these are abbreviated SIN, COS, and TAN. To find a missing angle, we're going to use the inverse trig buttons. And so this would be SIN raised to the -1, COS to the -1, and TAN to the -1. So in this first example, it says tangent of x is 3/8. If I'm trying to find this angle, x, then I need to take the tangent inverse on both sides. Tangent inverse will cancel the tangent. Those are inverses, they go away. And so now I'm left with, well, x is equal to inverse tangent of 3/8. This is what we take to our Desmos. Let me clear this out just a second. So it's going to be inverse tan. So go ahead and type in TAN. And then you're going to raise it to the -1. Then you're going to open parenthesis. And this was 3 divided by 8. Make sure you're in degree mode. And my angle is 20.6 degrees. All right, your turn to try. Tangent x is equal to 24/56. We're going to undo tangent with inverse tangent. I'm going to write it on both sides. It's going to cancel the tangent on the left and leave us with just x. So x is equal to inverse tangent of 24/56. This will give us the angle. So take it to Desmos. All right, this will give us 23.2 degrees. And that's the angle that's missing. All right, we have another one. This time we have a decimal answer. So sometimes these fractions, they can be just written as decimals, and that's fine. Still works the same. We're going to take the inverse tangent on both sides. Tangent cancels with the inverse tangent, and we're left with just the x. So x is equal to inverse tangent of 0.945. I was thinking I could just change this out in the parentheses. Let's see if that works. 0.945, and that's 43.4 degrees. Okay, a little bit more practice. This time they're not telling us which ratio to use, so we've got to figure that out. Across from our angle, this is opposite. Across the box is my hypotenuse. That means 7 has to be the adjacent. I don't want to use the hypotenuse because it doesn't have a number or an x. So I'm using a ratio with opposite and adjacent. And so in this case, that is tangent. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So set up your equation. So tangent of this angle is equal to 9/7, opposite over adjacent. Let's do the inverse tangent on both sides. Tangent and inverse tangent cancel. I'm left with x on the left. And we take that to Desmos. Inverse tangent. And let's see if I can just adjust this one. Let's see, I want the 7 in the denominator and the 9 in the numerator. Inverse tangent of 9/7 is 52.1 degrees. One last problem to try. Go across your angle. This is opposite. And right next to your angle is adjacent. So again, we're using tangent. It's not always tangent, but on this problem, on this page it is. So tangent of y is equal to opposite over adjacent. We're going to take the inverse tangent on both sides. Inverse tangent cancels with tangent. We're left with y by itself. So y is equal to inverse tangent of 2.2 over 5.8. And we take that to Desmos. Let's see if I can just adjust this one. 5.8 in the denominator and 2.2 in the numerator. And that's 20.8 degrees. And now it's time to practice.